the night the World Cup started without Bafana Bafana. South Africa had waited years for this moment. A packed stadium, a watching nation, the opening match of a World Cup, 90 minutes to announce themselves to the world. But before most supporters had even settled into their seats, Mexico were already beginning to take control, and what followed would force South Africa to spend the rest of the night chasing a game they never truly managed to catch. The opening whistle brought exactly what every World Cup opener promises: energy, nerves, expectation. For South Africa, this was a chance to make an early statement. For Mexico, it was an opportunity to justify their status as favorites. The first few minutes quickly revealed how Mexico intended to approach the night. They pressed high, they attacked early, and they forced South Africa into defensive work almost immediately. The pressure didn't arrive all at once. It arrived in waves. A dangerous attack, then another, then a corner, then another moment inside the South African penalty area. The goal hadn't arrived yet, but it felt like Mexico were steadily moving closer. And then, only 8 minutes into the match, the breakthrough came. Julio Hernandez found the opener. Mexico 1, South Africa 0. Just like that, the opening match had changed. The challenge facing South Africa was suddenly very different. Now they weren't simply trying to compete, they were trying to recover. There was still plenty of football left to play, still time to settle, still time to respond. But Mexico had landed the first blow, and perhaps more importantly, they had been rewarded for the pressure they had created from the opening whistle. The next phase of the match became a test of resilience. Could South Africa slow the game down? Could they regain control? Could they find a way back into the contest before Mexico pulled even further away? As the first half continued, Mexico looked increasingly comfortable. Every successful attack seemed to strengthen their belief. Every defensive action demanded more energy from South Africa. Bafana Bafana continued working, continued competing, continued looking for moments that could shift momentum. But Mexico remained the side setting the tempo, the side asking the questions, the side dictating where the game was being played. At 1-0, however, everything still felt possible. One moment can change a football match. One chance, one mistake, one goal. South Africa remained within touching distance. Then came the moment that changed the night. Mexico attacked again. The ball found Raúl Jiménez, Mexico's experienced number 9, a player who has spent years delivering in important moments. This time was no different. The finish was decisive. The commentary described it as a brilliant header. Mexico 2, South Africa 0, and the timing made the goal feel even heavier. Instead of reaching the cooling break with hope still within reach, South Africa arrived there staring at a 2-goal deficit. The mountain had suddenly become much steeper. The scoreline now reflected the control Mexico had established throughout much of the match. Yet South Africa refused to disappear. The commentary repeatedly acknowledged their effort, their willingness to keep fighting, their determination to keep searching for a route back into the game. But World Cup football can be brutally honest. Effort can keep you alive. Control usually wins matches, and Mexico continued to look like the side more comfortable with the occasion. South Africa, it was a reminder of how demanding football's biggest stage can be. The tournament is not over. The dream is not gone. But after one night, one opening match, and 2 Mexican goals, South Africa's road through this World Cup suddenly became much more difficult. And that was the story of the night the tournament began.